Hi guys, how's it going? This is Resin of Collinwood. Joel T. Sands on Facebook, Matt Collinwood of on YouTube, or sorry, Twitter. And I'm here to talk about a subject that just seems to be, has everybody gets what I call trigger happy. And look, I put this on my Facebook group, but I mean this. I support gay rights. I support same-sex couples. Do so throughout the Dark Shadows community and any other community. And I'll say this. If you don't, okay, that's your business. That's number one. Number two, you do not have to hate someone for being gay, for being of a different color, different ethnicity, different religion, all that. Because if you do, that doesn't tell me anything about the person you hate. That might tell me something about you. And instead of, not liking the person for, you know, being gay, same sex, couple, you know, the color of their skin, their religion, how about taking the time that you're spending, typing the hatred that you have and take the time to get to know the person, the actual individual. Take that time instead of taking the time to type out a full hate segment of words that you're putting into your own hatred. That you're literally taking the time to hate somebody who you don't really know. Who you don't know. The only thing you know about them, or might know about them, is that they're either, gay, they're a different skin color than you, they're a different religion than you. We are all human beings. All of us. Every goddamn one of us. I try to treat everybody pretty much equally. The only thing I don't tolerate is hatred. And this is what I mean. I was shown hatred. Now, I'm straight. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Julie. I have 2 kids. But before all that, I grew up in a very violent environment. My dad, my father, I'll use that loosely, abused my mother, my brother, and me. I grew up in a home of domestic violence. And it was not pretty. My dad would beat my mother in the body where people wouldn't see it. He would beat my brother the same way, and he would beat me the same way. He would take his fist violently. He would throw us against the wall. I remember him kicking me. I remember him kicking my brother. I never actually saw him kick my mother, but I saw him hit my mother with his fist. And we got mad at this and went after him. But we were no match for him. Me and my brother were no match for my dad. Oh man, he was 6'9", 400 pounds. He was a lot stronger than we were. And I remember him trying to twist my neck to kill me. And my mom yelled, "Stop it." That's the kind of asshole I lived with. So I know what hate looks like and is. That's why I don't condone it. I don't condone hate. Sure, I get angry sometimes. And, I just get mad at maybe how people feel about a movie. And I shouldn't. Because really what I do when people do this, and I'll admit to this. Okay, this is where I'm at fault. I'll admit to my own faults here. I got mad at someone I consider a friend here recently. And I got mad at their viewpoint. And I shouldn't have. That was stupid of me. Because every time someone knocks resurrection, and this again, this is my fault. I picture my dad. I picture my dad and the way he treated my mother. And I shouldn't do that because there's a separation there. Just because they're insulting, or maybe not necessarily insulting, but not liking resurrection the way I do, it doesn't mean they disliked my mother or me. Or I've often said resurrection brings out emotion in me because it's the last film I saw with my mother. And again, I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. Just said I admit my own faults. And I admitted it just now that I am not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I got mad. I got angry and I unfriended the person. But the person, Christian Hannah Horror, shout out to him, messaged me and I thank him for that and I apologized to him. And he was very gracious enough to accept my apology. And that's something I won't forget, ever. But again, it was my own fault. I got mad at him for no real reason. When I saw his video, it wasn't something he said or did. I thought about my dad. I don't know why, because I know my dad, what he did. I know that he hurt my mom and my brother and me, and it upset me. It's again, he didn't say nothing or do nothing wrong. I did. I did something wrong. I overreacted. If you can't admit your own faults, that's the first step of trying to be a decent person. Admitting your own faults. And I admit mine. We all need, well, not all, some of us just need help. I went fucking for therapy for years. No, I'm not going back, but I have to remember my therapy and what it taught me. And there's times, I need to do a better job of reminding that just because someone doesn't like, or, doesn't like resurrection the way as much as I like it, they're not knocking my mom, they're not knocking my family, they just feel differently about that movie. They feel differently. Now, hatred, when you show to the people who show hatred to ethnicity, to show hatred to a person who has a who's living in a same-sex relationship or who is gay, if you have that kind of hatred, get help. Get help. That's my advice to you. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's my advice. Because hating another human being simply just to hate them for the way they're living, we're all human beings. We should appreciate life and the life we're given on this earth. And we should try to appreciate all life. We really should. We really, really should. Life is too damn short to hate. It is. My mom died when she was 40 years old because she was beaten, she was abused. My brother died. God, he didn't even make 40. He was like a year older than I was, so it's a couple years ago. He was 36 when he died. 2013 he died, I think. So he wasn't that old. He wasn't that old when he died. And he died because he didn't take care of himself. And again, he was abused and by my dad too. There's a difference between my mom and brother. I got away from it. I got away from my old man. But I remember the pain. And when you pick on someone, when you hurt someone, when you insult someone for, being gay, for the color of their skin, for their religion, you're hurting them. And I want to say, if you're in my group, I'm not going to let you hurt someone. I'm not. Because I lived with somebody that hurt somebody I loved. And I felt like there was nothing I could do to stop it. I felt like I failed. And I still feel at times as an adult sitting here that I failed my mother. And that's not easy to say. It isn't. Emotion is often how we feel. And that's how I feel. I felt my mother in stopping my dad, that I couldn't stop him. I'd like to think if I stopped my dad or got my mom out of there, and I did ask her, begged her, me and my brother both, begged her for years, please leave, please. She wouldn't. She wouldn't leave. And some part of me gets why she was afraid to leave. She was afraid of him, that he'd come after her. I get that. But staying there for her did her no favors. And again, if you're going to pick on people who are same sex, who are gay, for the color of their skin, for their religion, I'm going to kick you out of my group. We're all human beings. Act like it. Act like it. Act like a decent human being. Be a good person. Try to be a better person each and every day of your life. Each and every day. Live to try to be happy. I'm not trying to tell, I know it sounds like I'm trying to tell people what to do. I'm not. I can't stand hatred. And I know I'm rambling. So, again, it feels like I'm going off on a tangent. But I'm not. I'm just speaking from the heart. I hope you guys enjoy this video. At least appreciate this video. You guys have a great day. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. I'm going to give a review of Quad Cities here soon.